We haven't done a Beach Boys song or video in frickin' I don't know how long, but I thought it felt perfectly fit for a Sunday morning. Maybe before Christmas, maybe not before Christmas. I don't know exactly the themes of the songs, but you know what? They're a bright, cheery bunch. Should be good for Sunday. Hi, guys. Welcome to the Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. Bam! I know I am. We are back with the Beach Boys. This is courtesy of our patron, I think our new patron, Lur1212. Thank you for your support, Lur. I truly appreciate it. We are doing two tracks today. One is called All I Wanna Do, and the second one is called Till I Die. I believe they are from two different albums. One is from Sunflower, and then the other one is from... I'm not gonna lie, I cannot read that one. It's got a really cool, like, ancient Greek sort of pottery looking album cover, so maybe you know what the album cover is. I can't really read it. But yeah, let's do it. We've done many Beach Boys songs. We've also done some like future, more modern stuff of their live performances, and it's all pretty like just rad. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you think about the Beach Boys and you just like, oh, the Beach Boys, blah blah blah, but you actually listen to them, they really rock. So let's go. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the channel. As always, the channel deals with copyright strikes and such, and they take me out of the algorithm. So if you can leave a like, comment, subscribe, that's great. And if you really want to help the channel out, check out our Patreon and PayPal, and that's the way to really support the channel. All right, here we go. The Beach Boys, All I Want to Do. 3, 2, 1, go. Gotta get the mic right. Already kind of a different sound for them. So expansive. That sounds like a song from the 80s, bro. That's crazy. That's so different than Pet Sounds. Like, that's the album I really kind of know by them. That was, wow, expansive. Till I Die. Brian Wilson's a genius, bro. This would fit Moody Monday more than Sunday.
It kills my soul. Hey, hey, hey. I'm a leaf on a windy day. Pretty soon I'll be blown away. How long will the wind blow? How long will the wind blow?
Who knows?
Until I die. These things I'll be 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 until I die.
Their use of like harmony and acapella sort of sounds is out of this world.
These things I'll be until I die. These things I'll be until I die. These things I'll be until I die. These things I'll be until.
It's mesmerizing. It's very moody, but like you just get wrapped up in that sound. Like I said, both of those songs just expansive as hell. Obviously, like the vocal layering and the harmonies are top notch as always. I mean, like their vocals, the way they use it, there's no other band that I've heard that uses vocals the way they do. You know, I'd say it reminds me of like a barbershop quartet. You know what I mean? But they like use their vocals as some of the like the layers of sound, like as it like an instrument basically. Because like even though these were more instrumentally heavy, I feel like than some of the other ones, especially the first one, that riff that kept playing over and over, like that made it seem like an 80s song. Like, it sounded like I always use Tears for Fears as comparison, but it sounded almost like a Tears for Fears song. But I don't know when Sunflower came out. I'll have to check it out while I'm yapping. But it totally sounded like an 80s sort of like Beach Boys song, you know what I mean? But I'm guessing it's from like the 60s. I don't know. I'll check real quick. That was definitely my favorite of the two. The second one, like they're both very moody, you know what I mean? Like they're not the usual Beach Boys fare, which I like that. I like listening to different sides of bands that I thought I knew. I didn't know they had the very not even melodic. Definitely, I knew they had a melodic side, but like more of a introspective, you know, I don't know, sort of like a wavering sort of feeling. Like that's what I got from that, and it didn't sound like the usual stuff. 1970. Wow, well, of course, they were ahead of their time as usual. Sunflower was their 16th studio album. It received favorable reviews, but sold poorly. It was the lowest charting Beach Boys album to that point. The only one from the album that did good was Add Some Music to Your Day, and that didn't really chart very high. So that's interesting. Like they got a new record contract, I guess. In contrast to 2020, the record featured a strong group presence from significant writing contributions from all band members. About 4 dozen songs were written for the album, and the label rejected numerous revisions of its track listing before the band presented enough formidable material deemed satisfactory for release. The Whole World, which is one of Brian Wilson's most complex songs, forever regarded as among Dennis Wilson's finest, and Cool, Cool Water, that originated from the Smile Sessions. Interesting. Fans generally consider Sunflower to be among the Beach Boys' finest post-Pet Sounds album. It appears in several critics and listeners' polls for top 500 greatest albums of All I Want to Do. I was fucking right. All I Want to Do was later cited as one of the earliest examples of dream pop, which is like definitely a big 80s thing. I was right, bro. That's how many times I'm wrong. I get so excited when I get something right. Yeah, that was totally like an 80s sounding song, and it sounded so good. Like the way that they used the guitar riff in that and sort of like threw it back and forth through the vocals and the vocal layering and the melodies and the harmonies, like They take it to another level. Like that's crazy. I knew it. The second that I heard that riff, I was like, damn, that does not sound like a Beach Boys song or like a 70s or 60s song. Hey, that's them just being ahead of the curve, man. That's which they usually were, like especially like with Pet Sounds and stuff like that. And then of course, you know, the Beatles and how they kind of almost worked together and sort of like I don't know, offhandedly like influenced each other in a way, you know, and they kind of were not rivals, but they were always trying to get their sound better because of the other band. Like, damn, that sounds really good. We gotta up our game, you know what I mean? And I love that. Competition breeds stuff like this. Even though I guess it didn't sell well, it's nowadays regarded as something really great. So let's go just for that one. So Al Jardine on second tenor, baritone vocals, guitar and finger snaps. Bruce Johnson on second tenor, the roxacord, the piano and finger snaps. Mike Love on bass and vocals. Brian Wilson, first tenor, piano, roxacord, toy piano, Moog synthesizer. Carl Wilson on the Chamberlin, the bass, electric sitar, clavinet. Damn, they busted out the big guns for this one. And then Dennis Wilson on drums and baritone and bass vocals. So I'm guessing like that brotherly harmony, man. Like no matter what band we go to that has brothers in it, it's always great. Like they've just been naturally, inclined to work well with each other, like together with music because they grew up doing it together. You know what I mean? And it's just unstoppable, man. It's unstoppable. And the second one, Until I Die, that was more of a, I don't know, that felt like a very moody song from them, and the lyrics are very dramatic, and I enjoyed the sounds from it. But just in comparison to the first song, the first one really hooked me more than the second, but I still enjoyed both. I really like like I said, when a band kind of does the opposite of what they're known for in a way, even though there was still very, heavenly vocals sort of sound that they go for, you know what I mean? But it definitely had a different feel and texture to it than most of their tracks, and I really enjoyed that. So thank you, Lur. I truly appreciate your support, like I said. And if you guys have any other Beach Boys songs you think I'd like, leave it down below. That's really cool that that's a first example of dream pop, because that's also going into shoegaze and stuff like that, which I wouldn't say grew up on it, but like when I was in my early 20s, late teens, I got into shoegaze music, which nowadays is it's kind of melded into like the metal scene, so it's like metal shoegaze, and then there's dream pop within it. There's a band called Loathe. It's like a recent band that they have and Deftones as well. Deftones are so fucking good. They have a sound like that where they use the metal to kind of contrast with the dream pop vocals and sounds, and it's actually really good. I wouldn't check out Loathe unless you're ready for some like heavy vocals, but some of their songs aren't like that, So like the Beach Boys still influence stuff to this day. If this is like a first cited song of that genre, hey, they're still influencing people to this day, and that's amazing. Even in other ways, just not even that, Like they're one of the most highly regarded bands of all time, so of course they're gonna be ahead of the curve, like I said. So thanks for watching, guys. That was a great video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, check out our Patreon and PayPal if you want to help support the channel for the holidays. It's much appreciated. Thank you to everyone who's supported and donated so far. Like you guys, as always, you make this possible. This channel wouldn't be here without you. So see you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.